inside the body of a paleo athlete? Because I think it's very confusing for a lot of people. You look at these paleo athletes and they look buff and strong and they're kicking ass. So what's going on inside and when does it all happen?
Well, the paleo diet is as you know, primarily animal-based. If you look at the Paleolithic diet, actually millennia ago, they were taking in between 125 and 150 grams of fiber. It was a plant-based diet. So this idea that the paleo diet is high protein matches.
Well, the current.
Yeah, so the current paleo diet, they're taking in massive amounts of protein. So they're creating an acidic environment within their body because they have to break down that excess amino acids. And whether you get big or not, I mean, I've seen some athletes train and eat an optimal diet, and they don't get hypertrophy. So many of these people are going to look buff and big anyway just because of genetics and the training that they're doing. But you do break down the excess protein, and they're just making their liver and their other organs work harder to convert some of the glucose-forming proteins or amino acids into carbohydrates, because you need carbohydrates. So optimally, if they get off the paleo diet, they'd probably be much better athletes. They'd be bigger, they would feel a lot better, and be more energetic.
So what, there's liver issues, heart issues, kidney issues?
I mean, it's systemic. Mm-hmm. They're also going to be in a greater inflammatory state. Mm-hmm. I mean, animal diet, animal-based diet will put you in a greater inflammatory state.
I just want to add on to what you said really quickly about paleo. We tend to think of it as like paleo's here and vegans over here, and it's not really the case. There's quite a bit of overlap, right? They've eliminated dairy, they've eliminated refined sugars, refined grains, and they're eating leafy greens and things that are healthy, and it's almost always comes with exercise, right? Because they learned it from CrossFit. And so when you see results, it's, one, they've cleaned up their diet a whole lot. And it's like almost any effort toward eating better, you'll see results. Right? It's effort. And then if you're working out, well, you're going to see even more results. And so that's why paleo looks so good, right? And we don't hear about the people who failed on it. You know, people are rarely posting photos that are like, look, I gained this weight because I stopped working out and I eat poorly. Check it out.
And my breath is really stinky.
Right. People aren't doing that. And so you tend to think like, wow, it must work really well. Look at all these photos. You're only seeing one side of it. And we forget that sometimes.